Good luck, high five, everybody. Welcome to PAX Unplugged, Philadelphia 2018. There are a phenomenal amount of people here, lots of games. I've already met Jerry from Penny Arcade fame, and I'm gonna play some games. So stick with me and let's go try some stuff.
So, let's talk about what happened there. That round felt really demoralizing. I know that my deck has very few creatures, and I'm only running 15 creatures in that deck. So, and I don't know that not having creatures is a problem. I just kind of got outclassed in both games, really. Land was an issue, but that's magic. I know that I didn't have a lot of board presence, but I didn't really have a chance to establish any either. So, in between rounds 1 and 2, I have removed blue from my deck and turned it into a white-red deck. This gave me access to a little bit better creature set. I'm still only at 16 creatures now instead of 15. That's technically better, but not by a lot. And it did give me access to Young Pyromancer, though I'm running very few instants and sorceries for him. So, we'll see what happens in round 2.
Round 2 went much better. Land on curve was nice. I got to hard cast Ulamog's Crusher. My opponent was either new to Magic or didn't really understand what was going on. He would swing into my first strikers and double strikers every turn, and Ulamog took quick care of his board in game 2. So we'll see what happens in game 3, but 1-1 right now, and I'm feeling a lot better about red-white than I am about blue-white. So let's see what happens. Good luck, high five, everybody. I am all done with my sealed Ultimate Masters, and I went 2-1, so not too bad. I want to give you the 3 heroes and the 3 zeros of my deck, and then I'll show you the foil mythic rare that I pulled and talk a little bit about that. So first off, I want to start with Thermo Alchemist. This was a fantastic card for me all day. Sits on the board at 0-3, does a little bit of early game protection if you can get it in, but tapping at the end of the other player's turn to untap it, pinging them for 1 every round at the very least, and possibly more than that if you can get a instant or sorcery out and then flash it back even, you're looking at 3 to 4 damage around, which is super good. So Thermo Alchemist, very good for me. Second card, Hissing Iguanar. Very, very good card in this format. You sit, you put it on the board, you do not attack with it, you do not defend with it, it just sits there, and any other creature that dies on your side of the board or on the other side of the board pings them for 1. So that, along with Thermo Alchemist, and you can put a lot of damage across very quickly. Third hero for me is, this is Hyena Umbra. This is at a common, and I might be missing something with this, but for 1 white at a common level, I get +1/+1 and First Strike and Totem Armor. I'm not sure why this card is bad at all. It seems really, really good, and at common level, I'm wondering why it's here. And it could just be my inexperience talking, but Hyena Armor, or Hyena Umbra, very good with Totem Armor. So my 3 zeros, I had trouble picking 3, so I will give you the caveat that none of these cards are bad, they just didn't do what I wanted them to do in my deck today. The first off is going to be Cathodion. It's a 3/3 for 3, which is a solid value. It is an artifact, so it is a little bit succumb to artifact removal, which there is some of in this set. However, when it dies, it will give you 3 colorless mana. My problem with this card is when it dies, I have to have something in my hand that either costs 3 mana or I have to have open mana that I want to get something bigger onto the board with, and that never happened for me. It could happen for you, in which case, fair play. Well done, you got there. Second card that didn't do much for me is actually a rare. This is Sublime Archangel. It's flying for 4/3, for 2 and 2 white, so the value's pretty good just in and of itself if its text box was blank. However, its text is Exalted, and other creatures you control gain Exalted. So if you can get this on the board on turn 4 and then just swing with it every time, you're doing 5, which is great. You're making things happen. However, I found that once I got this onto the board, they generally had an answer for it, or it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And Exalted means you're only swinging with 1 creature every turn, so it better be big. In this case it is, and it has evasion, but the other creatures having Exalted didn't do what I wanted it to do. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the card, but there it is. Finally, and only because I pinholed myself into picking 3 zeros, I'm going with Anger. 2 and a red for a 2/2 with haste. And then as long as Anger is in my graveyard and I control a mountain, other creatures I control have haste. In my games today, this either stayed on the board and the other player didn't do anything about it except play like a 1/3 or an 0/3 defender, which just kind of negated it in itself. You can discard it to the graveyard, which will give you, if you're playing red, which you are because you have Anger in your deck, all creatures will have haste, so that's very good. The problem is you got to get it into your graveyard, and your opponent's not going to want it to go there. So there it is. I'm going to show you guys my deck finally. So I'm going to show you my deck in a second, but finally I want to mention the foil mythic rare that I pulled, Cavern of Souls, went immediately into my deck calling humans. Most of the times I needed 2 white or a red early to cast like Young Pyromancer or a couple of the double white cards that I had, but I have no idea what the value of this card is, but it seems pretty good, so I'm going to keep it. That's all I got. Take a look at my deck. Let me know how you thought I played if you're looking at my playthrough videos, and thanks for coming with me. PAX Unplugged, Ultimate Masters Seal.
Hey everyone, if you enjoyed that video, please hit that sub button and check out all of our other offerings at goodluck5.com. And please consider becoming a patron of the channel at patreon.com/GLHF Magic. and help us keep making reviews, videos, and podcasts for as little as $5 a month. We're also always looking for new games to review, so if you make games or you know a company who does and wants to have their game reviewed on Good Luck High 5, please reach out to us at glhf@goodluckhighfive.com and we'd be happy to take a look. You can follow me, Captain N the Game Master, on Twitter and Instagram at CaptainNGM, and follow the channel at GLHF Magic. Remember, please shop at your local game store whenever possible. Until next time, I'm Nicholas, and good luck, high five.